gotta finish up our windows. Our window seals have to get drywall, and then we have to finish putting the tape on all of our joints and then our corners. And then we're going to go through and fill in gaps like right here. We'll put a piece of drywall right here and fill it in. And then like right here and stuff, fill this in so it won't be a large gap. Once we do the rest of our drywall, we'll have to put a tape right here, a piece of tape right here. We'll have to fill it in and then put a piece of tape right here to try to make it look nice and level.
I was gonna ask, so it's tape, not drywall, that helps with filling?
Well, the drywall fills it, but you want to use tape in areas where two pieces of drywall are meeting up, or wherever you have like large gaps like this. You want to just put a piece of tape after you put your drywall to keep it all, to keep everything together, because the drywall, after a while, it'll just fall apart and stuff, but the tape keeps it nice and formed together. Then we're gonna have to fill in all these little screw holes, but that'll be easy.
So it sounds like drywall, but a lot of details associated with the drywall, not the drywall itself, right?
Yeah, most definitely. It's more, you got to pay a lot of attention to detail when you're doing drywall, because this is one of the end products that the customer is gonna see. The framing you can be a little more lax on and stuff, but when it comes to drywall, you want it to look nice, so you have to definitely pay attention. Stuff that gets hidden, it doesn't have to look the nicest as long as it does what it needs to do and it's structurally sound, but the drywall is all just to make stuff look nice, so gotta definitely pay attention. Yeah, last time we would end up cutting this more often than we needed to, trying to fit pieces where we could have just put a full piece. Because what I did this time is I just try to find where I can put full pieces so I can butt up the factory edges, these two. Because that's what you're supposed to do when you have drywall. You're supposed to butt up these two factory edges, because there's like a slight little like, it's hard to see, but you could see there's like a slight like little gap right there. And that's where you're supposed to fill up your mud. So then you're supposed to just have like slight little part filled up right there, and you fill it up and down, and then it'll make the wall look nice and flat. And if you don't do that, then you'll be working a lot harder trying to make your drywall look nice and flat. I'll try to find an area where we weren't able to get two butt edges. Like, see right here, I wasn't able to, and you see that? It's a much larger gap. It's not too bad, but it's a larger gap, so I'm gonna have to put more mud there, which will end up being more sanding, so, you know, it's just, but you're not able to get factory edge to factory edge every single time. You just get it as many times as you can, and it definitely helps. This will help me get the cut I need to get out of there, because I don't want to try to snap such a small piece of drywall, because I don't want it to break on me. So with this, I'll be able to cut all the way through it. Yeah, it's a multi-tool or oscillating tool. It's called a multi-tool, but a lot of people call it an oscillating tool. And it won't be perfect, but you don't need perfect with drywall. I just want to make sure that I'll be able to get this piece without it breaking on me, so I don't just lose the entire piece. So then I'll come through and just slice the back of it, making sure my hands are out of the way. It's really crumbly. Yeah, it's gonna be to skinnier in certain areas. I think it was. I got 2 inches at the top. It's a little smaller than 2 right there. I messed up, I cut that one at 2. So I'll have to recut this piece real quick. I accidentally cut it to 2 inches instead of 2.5 inches. Simple mistake. And a little trick you can do with with this is it has markings on it, so you can get, there's 2-inch marking right there, and that's what I did. Actually did the 2-inch marking, but I need 2.5. You can just leave it right there, and you just have to push up against the edge, and you can drag it. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you want it to be pretty good. Second cut's a lot better. Yeah, it had to be wider. I cut it to 2 inches instead of 2.5 inches. And I just messed up. I measured it and everything. I knew I needed 2.5 inches. I just messed up, but it was a simple fix. Alrighty. Flowing through it a lot smoother this time too, compared to the first time we did drywall. This is only my second time doing drywall. I'm not sure about Bryson, but I'm definitely a lot more comfortable and flowing through it a lot easier now. The first round was like just pure learning, because I never really had much experience with any of the things we were doing, so it was just pure learning. So the first house, being able to do that and be able to make the mistakes and everything definitely helped with the second build. It fit doing those pieces an inch smaller?
I measured them at 2.5.
Told me to do, so that is. Want to deal with this. Once this drywall is on here, all this is going to be sealed up. No, yeah, this thing is super handy. I need to get myself one. So I'm gonna just do that little trick I did earlier. Bud my thing up right there, the inch mark, and just run it down. About an inch, and just mark the back of it and just cut it from the back of it. So, cause I don't want this piece to break on me, cause it's such a long, skinny piece. I wanna be careful with it. So I'm gonna just, again, it doesn't have to be a perfect cut, just want it to be good. And there it goes. I want to be real careful with this piece. Right there. There it goes. I have my little 1-inch piece. Ooh, see, look, just like that.
Is that piece still salvageable?
Yes, this piece is definitely still usable because it broke. And because the thing is, if I needed to, I could just use 2 different pieces right here. I could just cut these pieces in half and still put it right here. But I don't want to. I would rather have one single piece, because then I would have to put a piece of tape right here, because it would be a joint. This piece is definitely still usable. I just will not want to screw right here. I want to make sure that I maybe make little markings right here so that I know not to screw right there. And I'm gonna just put this piece up right now. You're able to use a lot of pieces even if they snap like that.
Ultimately, because you guys mud them?
Yeah, just because we're gonna mud them, and that'll resolve the issue of it being broken right there, because all it needs is just a little bit of drywall. Nice. So now that I have it where I want it to be, I want to make sure it's nice and butted up against this. I don't want to drill like right in the center and just probably not go too fast. Gotta really apply some pressure and twist it though.
What's up, Junior? What's up, Edgar?
Yeah, these are for our window seals. This is a corner bead. It's so you can put the two pieces of drywall together at your window seal and stuff.
You cut the corner beads to fit. They don't have to, because you're gonna come down and meet. So you might leave a 1/16 off each side.
Yeah.
So right.
It's easier.
So just,
Because
but
then it's easier
you want
to
to
get
do it
the
like
side
so
ones.
just under 3 foot. So
So
just under the measurements.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
A 16.
A 16th under. Alrighty, thank you. Doing our corner beads right now. So we'll want to cut these a 16th shorter. So I'm gonna do it just under 2 foot. No, they're not really difficult.
It looks like aluminum.
Yeah, it's like some type of like tin or something. It's not too difficult to cut. You do want to be careful with it though, because it is quite sharp. So that would be like right at 23 inches actually. It's kind of odd. It just like makes it bite into these corners. It's so you're able to have a nice flat surface along right here and right here when you do your drywall. So you want to try to get this as pushed in and as flat as possible. So first you have to lay them down right here. You have to get your right cut, and then you use this and you lay it right here. These little like teeth right here. You just go alongside and you hit it really hard, and then it bites into it with these teeth. And you just have to do that alongside it and have it all nice and bit into it, and that's how it does it. Just uses these, and it just bites into the side of the drywall and pushes the tin into it. Yeah, I feel real good about the pace, honestly. Last time we were doing this, it took a lot longer. It took a few days just to put the drywall up. So it feels a lot better, and I feel a lot more confident at the pace we're moving now.